Welcome to Destination Eat Drink, the travel channel for foodies. I'm Brent Peterson. I'm an American living in Portugal, and today we are in our city of Setúbal, Portugal, and we are at the Festival de Francesinha. And Francesinha literally means Frenchy or little French girl, and it's a sandwich, a giant sandwich that they make in northern Portugal, in Porto mostly, but also in other parts of northern Portugal. And it's famous up there. If you go up there, you'll see Francesinha everywhere. But once a year, they have this festival down here in Setúbal, and some famous restaurateurs and food trucks come down here and make the giant sandwich for us. So let's go inside and get ours. So like I said, Francesinha is from northern Portugal. It originated in the 1950s when Portuguese returning from France wanted to try to recreate and make better a French sandwich that was like a ham and cheese on a baguette with bechamel sauce. But when they came back to Portugal, they wanted to make it better and make it palatable to the Portuguese. So what they did was they took three different kinds of meat, roast beef or steak, linguiça, which is a Portuguese sausage, and cured ham. A lot of meat. And put it between two thick pieces of bread, melted a slice of cheese on top, and if that weren't enough, dunked it all in a beer and tomato sauce. And then a lot of times they top it with a fried egg. So that's what it is, and it's famous in Porto. If you go up to Porto, you'll see restaurants and street food stands everywhere selling Francesinha. And there's a big debate between the city of Porto and the city of Braga as to who makes the best Francesinha, and you can go up there and try both of them and decide for yourself. But then once a year, these restaurants, they come down here to Setúbal and they have this festival of the Francesinha. So what I did was I went over here and I paid, I told them what I wanted, I paid for it, and then you go and you give your ticket to these places over here depending on which one you want. And there's different kinds that you can select from. But I chose this one over here, Santa de Francesinha, and I'm just waiting for 31 to be called, and we'll go and get our sandwich. All right, my number's called and I got up and got my Francesinha. So I told you about the three basic meats that come in the Francesinha, the roast beef or steak, the linguiça, and the cured ham. But there's tons of variations. And I was walking up and down looking at the other vendors, and I saw a chicken one. There's a chicken Francesinha. I've also heard of roast pork Francesinha. And then down on the end, they had a guy who was doing it in a wood-fired oven. I think that costs a little bit extra. So the variation I got was made with seitan. This is a vegan Francesinha. So vegan cheese on the top, seitan on the inside, some veggies, tomato, and then you sprinkle a little oregano on the top. So the other thing that really differentiates Francesinhas is the sauce. And in Porto, all the grandmas are really proud of their particular sauce. So it's a little bit different. Some of them are a little stronger, some of them are a little spicier. This particular one tastes pretty beery to me. Generally I've had them and they're like a tomato sauce with a little bit of spice, and you can't really taste the beer too much, but this one you can really taste the beer. It's pretty good. And then you always get French fries, patatas fritas, and it's perfect for dipping in the sauce. No ketchup, So, when you go to Porto, be sure and look for a Francesinha. But if you happen to be here in the summertime in Setúbal, look to see if they're having a Francesinha Festival like they are for the next 10 days here. It's a lot of fun, and mostly Portuguese people here. I didn't hear a lot of English being spoken. Pretty tasty. So, if you like this kind of video, give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, I appreciate it. You can also support me at buymeacoffee.com/destination-eat-drink. That's where my Portugal foodie travel guide is. Just $9.99 for all the best things to eat and drink and the best things to do all over Portugal in 17 different cities, including Porto, including Braga, where you can get Francesinha, and including in Lisbon as well. So it's a good deal, and get that at buymeacoffee.com/destination-eat-drink. I'm Brent Peterson. See you down the road. You see why they serve this with a knife and fork? Nobody's eating this with their hands.